She stood there, dripping wet in the middle of the school courtyard, water running down her hair, her uniform clinging to her skin, and the entire crowd laughing. But none of them noticed the faint scar on her wrist, the one she got from winning her national Taekwondo championship 2 years ago. They had no idea who they just messed with. By the time the day ended, the laughter would stop. The bullies would kneel in silence, because the new girl wasn't someone to humiliate, she was someone to remember. The morning sun filtered through the glass windows of Brookdale High, casting soft golden streaks across the hallway. Students hustled past, chatting, laughing, waving at friends. And in the middle of that chaos stood a girl holding a worn-out backpack, Amara Johnson, the new transfer student. She had just moved from Atlanta to this small suburban town after her mother's job transfer. New school, new faces, new everything. Amara had always been quiet, not shy, but calm, observant, the kind of person who noticed things others didn't. Her deep brown eyes scanned the hallways, watching the groups form. The athletes by the lockers, the gossiping girls by the mirrors, the quiet kids buried in books. As she walked toward her class, whispers started. "Who's the new girl? Looks weird. Probably from some city school. She's too serious. Maybe she's one of those nerds." Amara pretended not to hear. She had dealt with this before, the way people assumed things because she didn't talk much or because her uniform wasn't brand new. But inside, she repeated the same words her late father had taught her. Strength doesn't need to roar, Amara. Sometimes it just needs to stand tall. She entered her first class quietly. Mrs. Lang, the literature teacher, gave her a soft smile. "Welcome, Amara. Take a seat next to Megan." Megan, a bubbly blonde with pink highlights, waved at her kindly. But 2 rows behind, Chase, the school's soccer captain, leaned back with a smirk. "Another newbie. Let's see how long this one lasts," he whispered to his friend Logan, who chuckled in agreement. The day went on fine until lunch. Amara sat alone under a tree in the courtyard, unwrapping her sandwich. She didn't notice the group of boys sneaking behind the garden wall. Chase was holding a garden hose, smirking wickedly. "New girl thinks she's too cool to join anyone," he said. "Let's give her a warm welcome." Before Amara could even turn, a cold jet of water slammed into her. The sudden force made her drop her lunch. Laughter erupted. Students nearby turned their heads, some gasping, others recording on their phones. Chase howled, "Oops, my bad, didn't see you there." Amara stood still, drenched. For a moment, she said nothing. No yelling, no running away. Just silence. And that silence was unsettling. Her jaw tightened, eyes locked on Chase. But instead of reacting, she bent down, picked up her soggy sandwich, and walked away slowly. Not because she was weak, but because she was controlling something inside her, something powerful. That evening in her small room, Amara sat cross-legged on the floor in a clean white Taekwondo uniform. Her belt, black as night, was folded beside her. On her laptop screen was a video of her father coaching her when she was 12. "Is greater than always defend, Amara. Never attack first. But when someone crosses the line, make sure they never forget your strength." She tied her belt tight, her heart steady. Tomorrow, she knew, would be different. The next morning, Brookdale High buzzed with new gossip. "Did you see the video? Chase totally hosed the new girl. Man, she didn't even fight back. Pathetic." Amara walked through the hallways with the same calm expression. Her damp uniform from yesterday was gone today. She wore clean sneakers and tied her hair into a sharp ponytail. Her confidence seemed quiet, but unshakable. In gym class, fate decided to play its card. The coach, Mr. Reed, clapped his hands and announced, "We're doing self-defense drills today. Pair up." Everyone laughed and pointed at Amara. "Let the new girl show her moves," someone yelled. Chase grinned, stepping forward. I'll be her partner, coach. Gotta make sure she learns fast. Mister. Reed nodded, unaware of what was coming. Chase approached, smirking. Don't worry, new girl. I'll go easy on you. Amara met his eyes. No need. The whistle blew. Chase lunged forward, trying to grab her wrist, but before anyone could blink, Amara pivoted, twisted his arm, and flipped him onto the mat with perfect precision. The room went silent. Chase groaned on the floor, stunned. How did you? Amara stepped back, bowing lightly. That's called self-control. The coach's eyebrows shot up. Where did you learn that? National Taekwondo team. I trained for 6 years, she said calmly. Murmurs filled the gym. Megan's jaw dropped. Logan whispered, Dude, she's a black belt. Chase stood up, embarrassed but angry. You just got lucky, he growled. He lunged again, this time harder, faster. But Amara sidestepped smoothly, blocked his punch, and swept his leg out from under him. He hit the mat again, this time harder. The whole gym gasped. Mr. Reed rushed forward. That's enough. But Amara didn't move closer. She simply looked at Chase and said, You can humiliate someone for laughs, but it only shows your weakness. A real fighter never picks battles they can't respect. Her words cut deeper than any punch.